Michael, now about 200 miles off of the Florida coast. This is barreling toward Panama City. Quiet start to today outside. There's no accumulation on the ground in the parking lot here at 16 WAPT, but there is a little bit of accumulation on cars, especially hoods and windshields. Right now, a dense fog advisory remains in effect until 10 o'clock, and this is because visibility limitations are under a mile in the metro. We'll see moisture coming off of the Gulf, and then the cold front progresses throughout the area Monday into Tuesday. At that point, we'll see an increase in sunshine as well as temperature. And again, these tornadoes especially dangerous when they are rain wrapped because they're much tougher to see from the blind eye on the road. And that happens often with these freak weave spin-ups. Troy and Megan, today a number of states continue tracking severe weather. Little Rock, Arkansas meteorologists watching tornado warm storms less than an hour ago. Further west, people are cleaning up from devastation earlier this week. Minneapolis and Pittsburgh, the two coldest cities on our map, are hosting today's divisional playoff games. Thankfully, my Saints will be playing inside.
We're going to show you how the Big Easy is celebrating, even with some rain trying to dampen the mood.
There's no raining on a New Orleans parade, and a lot of the rain they saw yesterday is coming to town right now. I'll track it next. Good morning, everyone. The time now is just after 6:15 and a busy start today, especially across western Mississippi. We've been monitoring the forecast for Louisiana. Already a couple severe thunderstorm warnings, and one of these is still affecting Issaquah County until 6:30 a.m. Rain in the area has not quite made it to central Mississippi, but that'll change soon. Make sure you step off the porch with a rain jacket and rain boots as well. This is going to be lining the state for the majority of the day, and we'll see a lot of rain in the evening time frame along a cold front. Over to maps. Our biggest concern with this is going to be heavy rainfall in inches 1 to 3. More of this is going to be concentrated to the southern portion of the viewing area than central and northern Mississippi. Also a possibility for hail. Most of this is going to be an inch in diameter, nickel to quarter sized or golf ball size. Possibilities for a couple isolated stones that are larger than golf balls as well. We'll continue watching the wind threat over the course of the afternoon after lunch. If temperatures make it to that 70-degree mark, we could see a few gusty winds, especially along the Mississippi-Louisiana border. Overall, there's the outlined risk area, 2 out of 5 chance for severe weather. Putting our maps into motion, you can see that rain is clearly knocking on the door of the state already, and this is continually pushing from west to east over the course of the morning. We'll be beginning to stay more scattered over the course of the afternoon after lunch, and then the heaviest downpours move in as we look to tonight, because that's alongside a cold front, which is behind the low pressure itself. So there's the line setting up around 9:30 across central Mississippi. This is going to be after dinner, and then the rain moves out as we look to midnight, clearing by the overnight hours. We'll finally see a little bit of dry activity as we look to tomorrow, but that'll be a short break because we're forecasting for more rain in the weekend outlook. About 2 inches in southern Mississippi, 1 to 2 inches in central and northern Mississippi as far as rainfall is concerned. So there's the severe weather outlined. You can see a lot of this is making its way across Alabama, Arkansas now. When this system moves off, we'll see an increase in moisture off of the Gulf tomorrow, clouds, mostly cloudy, and then the next system moves in as we look to Saturday and Sunday. Most of that rain in the evening time frame. So hopefully if you're interested in any outdoor activity Saturday and Sunday morning, this is going to be spared. Again, a much cooler day today as temperatures remain in the upper 60s. However, will be warmer tonight in the lower 60s. The sustained winds should be between about 15 and 20 miles an hour consistently. And there's the breakdown with our forecast for these next 7 days. We do have a lot of rain in the area. Overall, this is a big warm up compared to all that we were seeing these last couple of mornings. Certainly a spring-like outlook out there.
Yes, looking good. Yeah, yesterday was beautiful.
I know, tough to beat. I wish that we could just copy and paste that forecast for the rest of the week. Today, crews installed one of 3 new tornado sirens right here behind me in Hinds County. They say if you hear these going off, seek shelter immediately. The sirens go off when there is a tornado warning. They can be heard over 2.5 miles. The county says when the sirens sound, do not use telephones and do not dial 911. Instead, find shelter and listen to your weather radio or your television to get information. County officials say they want to make sure people are prepared for severe weather.
We're trying to make sure that we cover all our bases and that we have 100% coverage with warning sirens in the event that there's severe weather in the upcoming months.
Together, the sirens cost just over $94,000. Other new siren locations are at Forest Avenue and Livingston Road and Northside Drive at Manhattan Road. The sirens stay on the entire time the warning is issued. Although you can hear sirens while in your homes, they are to warn people who are outside to find shelter inside. For those who are already inside, the National Weather Service recommends using a weather radio. In Jackson, Brooke Laizer, 16 WAPT News.
Rivers are high, a lot of them at flood stage. Brooke is out live in the weather, standing out in all that rain we had over the last hour. Give us an update, Brooke.
Yeah, David, we're here in Jackson, right off of Old Brandon Road, and the Pearl River is behind me. It's not tough to see. This is a little bit higher than normal. Right now, it's around 30 feet, and minor flood stage begins at 28 feet. Given our forecast for the next couple days, we're anticipating it to reach just around moderate flood stage at 33 feet. But the good news is that that shouldn't allow for any flooding of homes or businesses. Usually, this is not something that happens until it gets to about 35 feet. Now we're continually monitoring the forecast for a couple other rivers, including the Yazoo River, the Mississippi River, and the Big Black River, as well as the Tallahassee Creek. Live in Jackson on Old Brandon Road, I'm Brooke Laizer, 16 WAPT News. Well, getting a driver's license in Mississippi can be a multi-day ordeal with long lines at short-staffed license locations. The Mississippi Department of Public Safety is asking for more money to fill vacant jobs for driver's license examiners. But it is unclear whether legislators will fulfill that request as they put the final touches on the state budget for the coming year. The department's director of driver services says short staffing is only part of the problem. He says the process has become more time-consuming because of a federal security requirement. Transitioning back to weather, our forecast for today is going to be beautiful yet again, sunny and 75. But when does that rain in the area return? I'll have an answer next.